I'm here at J. Bergman Field where the UCF Knights are about to take on Southern Miss for their home opener in Conference USA play. After sweeping UAB last week, the Knights are tied for first with Houston in league standings. In Orlando, Amanda Szylin, UCF Nightly News. I'm at UCF's Bright House Network Stadium where the football team will play their spring game this weekend in preparation for the fall 2013 season. In a Monday press release, UCF announced that the football team is now eligible for the 2013 postseason. The NCAA handed out these sanctions in 2012 when UCF committed major recruiting violations. Knights baseball was in full swing this week. On Monday, UCF defeated the Columbia Lions in their 3-game series finale. Thanks, Brian. Still ahead on Nightly News, it's been a victorious week for UCF sports. After the break, Ross Gottschalk will break down all the action. Sports is up next. In national news, the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers will face off in Super Bowl 47. The Knights were back in action on Wednesday when they traveled to Jacksonville to face Jacksonville University. The Dolphins got on the board first in the bottom of the first inning and then broke the game open in the third, scoring 5 runs on 4 hits and 1 UCF error. UCF finally scored in the fourth after a leadoff triple by Johnston, who scored on a Webster single. UCF capitalized on 2 Jacksonville errors, scoring 3 runs in the 7th, cutting the lead to just 3 runs. The Knights rallied in the 9th, but came up a run short to end the game in a 7-5 loss. Jimmy Johnson is your Daytona 500 champion. Johnson took the checkered flag yesterday in a race highlighted by notable wrecks and a lot of drama surrounding Danica Patrick. Patrick, the first woman to win the pole position for the Great American Race, finished 8th. While Knights outfielder Eric Hempe is having an interesting college career. After suffering multiple injuries, Hempe is back for his 6th season, making him the 9th oldest active player in NCAA baseball. Eric Hempe fell in love with baseball at a young age and hasn't stopped playing since, despite his many injuries.
Didn't experience any injuries the whole time. I always just had a little bit of a sore arm, nothing that kept me off the field, and then finally I heard a pop right before season started of my sophomore year.
That pop turned out to be a torn labrum muscle in his shoulder. He didn't need surgery, but doctors recommended that he take a few months off for rehab. After rehab, UCF recruited him as a utility player and he came to the university for his junior year. In the summer between his junior and senior year, injury struck again while pitching for his struggling summer team.
I was doing pretty good, and I faced 5 batters. I had 4 strikeouts, and against that 5th batter, I felt a snap in my elbow, and I knew that one was bad.
After he recovered from Tommy John surgery, he was ready to play once again.
I was cleared to play, and that afternoon I tore my ACL.
His ACL only suffered a partial tear, so after a month of rehab over winter break, he was cleared to play with a brace.
And, 2 weeks before we opened up, I tore it all the way through.
After missing last year, he returned to California, thinking that his baseball career was over.
The way it works is in order to get a 6th year of college baseball, you have to have 2 medical red shirts. So my first red shirt back at Cypress with my shoulder, I didn't medical red shirt.
He filed all the necessary paperwork in February, and when he didn't hear anything, he moved back home to California.
Literally within 2 weeks of being back home in California, I found out I was eligible for my 6th year.
And UCF fans are glad he's back. So far this season, he has started in all 30 games and holds a .342 batting average, racking up 22 RBIs and 2 home runs. He has a total of 38 hits, scoring 22 times with 9 doubles and 1 triple.